It's not very loud today. Sorry, y'all. I'm on the road. Follow me Friday. It starts now. What's up, everybody? My name is Ira Bowman, and I am super happy to have you here. I am doing this from my in-laws' house. I'm on the road on vacation. I don't have my boom mic. I don't have my green screen. I don't have my fancy graphics, but I thought, you know what? It's still Friday, and people still want to grow whether I'm on vacation or not. So here we are. We're doing things a little bit different today. I actually am broadcasting for the first time on 3 platforms. I'm doing this on LinkedIn. I'm doing this on YouTube. I'm doing this on even on Facebook. Yeah, did you know that I have a profile on Facebook? Some of you guys can't connect to me on LinkedIn because I'm maxed out, but you can connect to me on other platforms. I'm on all of them. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube. So if you want to get in and connect with me and you can't connect with me directly on LinkedIn, you can do it. Everybody who follows me on LinkedIn, I do follow. I got my friend Joseph. This is Batman coming in from Facebook. You're my first Facebook comment there, Joe. Nice to see you there, brother. Hope you're doing good so far today. I'll talk to you later. I owe him a phone call, I think. horrible friend. So I'm going to be doing this a little bit different. I'm not going to be able to monitor all the different channels from the local. I'm able to post comments, or I'm able to highlight the comments here on Instagram handle. Great question. So let me see if I can get that in Facebook. My Instagram handle is my name. It's Ira M. Bowman. So you just do the @ symbol, Ira M. Bowman, and that's where you can find me. Let's see if I can find this real quick on LinkedIn. Again, I'm on the road, so I don't have 3 screens like I normally do. I have 2 screens going, but let me see if I can find it real quick, and then I can type some messages. I know most of you are probably going to be watching me here from LinkedIn, so I'll try to get that going, even though I said I wasn't going to. That's okay. Yeah, there it is. All right, so hang on just a second as I get my bearings straight. There we go. Instagram. Oh, did you say Instagram or Twitter? No, I don't know. Okay, Instagram is Ira M. Bowman as well. So if I go Instagram, there we go. So in the comments there is Instagram, and then I'll give you guys my Twitter one too. If you want to find me on Facebook, just go to Bowman Digital Media, and it has its own page there on Facebook. Okay, so actually, I do a lot of what I do on Facebook comes from my Instagram. My personal Instagram is Ira M. Bowman, and then I have that go to my Bowman Digital Media page too, which is kind of cool. And you did say Instagram. I'm sorry, so I got that there for you. It's right here. There's my Instagram. So the M is important because many of you may or may not know this, but there's a really famous person, Ira Bowman. He used to be a basketball player and now he's a coach. And so a lot of the stuff was, with my name was taken for the basketball player, the famous basketball player guy. Although what's kind of fun, I'm having a contest with the guy, unbeknownst to him, I think. But the contest is, can I overtake him on Google? He's famous. He gets all kinds of national press every day because he's a coach for a major college, and he was an NBA player for years. So he gets free press from all the different news agencies, and I don't. But little old me, I've actually started to catch him. In fact, I'm passing him in a lot of ways. I'm on the first page of Google now. If you just type in Ira Bowman, and that's been kind of a fun journey. It's been part of my process, and frankly, it's why a lot of you know me, because I tell people I'm a nerd, and I'm studying SEO. I've been studying SEO for the last couple of years, and so I've been working on organic SEO, and so I'm not spending any money to promote myself in any like Google ads or Facebook ads or whatever, and I'm still climbing. I keep climbing. Now, I've come a long ways, and growing your network on LinkedIn actually really, really helps. If you go through and search the very first indecency of Ira Bowman, that's me, is my LinkedIn profile. And why that is, just for you who don't understand why growing your network is important, why that is because I have 176,000 followers now on LinkedIn. And that pushes me to the top, almost to the top. Last time I checked, it was the fourth. You go into Google right now, type Ira Bowman, and you find my LinkedIn profile. You tell me where on the page I am. I'm on the first page for myself. Maybe I'm not for you. Let's find out. Tell me where you find me, and let's see. That would be an interesting little way to test it, right? To see how well I'm doing. But then if you start going through pages 2, 3, 4, you'll start to see things like my Project Help You Grow profile, my Service Professionals Network profile, my Twitter profile, Instagram, all these different platforms that I'm on. You'll start to see my ranking on the second, third, and fourth pages, and it's because I'm building them up. You see, so building your network allows you to communicate, which is amazing, and you can find people to do business with. You can find a job, all those different things. But also off the platform, this is a thing that a lot of people don't think about. You know, we're not just on LinkedIn or just on YouTube or just on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or any of these things in isolation. It's called the World Wide Web, if you remember that, right? So it all happens in conjunction with itself. And why SEO is important, is because if you want to rank on Google, which if you don't understand why that's important, you're probably not a business owner, right? But trust me, if you're trying to find a job, if you're trying to find investors, if you're trying to, build your brand, the more you rank on Google, the better you are. It's one of the reasons why I do the press releases. I got into press releases not for the information that I was sharing per se, but more for the backlink value, because backlinks are one of the ways that you can help build your overall SEO. So, anyways, there's a lot of people that are in the comments. Super excited to see people on Facebook. It looks like it's just Joe for now, but I'll take it. This is my first time doing this live, and honestly, my Facebook page is pretty small because Bowman Digital Media is relatively new. A lot of you may or may not know the story there. I'm actually going to share more about that today. So if you're interested in Ira Bowman and the Ira Bowman story and how all this happened, how did Bowman Digital Media come to be? I'm going to tell it today. I think a lot of people are interested. I shared my story a couple days ago on Facebook, and I got a ton of traction, which is not common for me on Facebook. When I post on Facebook, I usually get like 1 or 2 likes and maybe a comment, and it's usually my mom or my daughter. Honestly, I don't get a ton of support on Facebook. And my wife, who's got a huge Facebook presence, tells me it's because I don't spend enough time on Facebook. So she said, the more you engage, the more you participate, then the more people will see you and you'll start to get some love. And I thought, okay, so that's why I'm broadcasting on Facebook. I'm not doing it because I'm a fan of Facebook. Honestly, I'm really mad at Facebook, and we can talk about that too. Some jerk out there somewhere reported projecthelpyougrow.com as spam or malicious or racist. I don't know exactly what they said, but they said it went against the community guidelines of Facebook, which I don't understand, because Project Help You Grow is 100% free. There aren't any ads, not a single pop-up, not anyone asking you for money, nothing. You don't get emails when you sign up for an account, because the only person who has access to the email is myself. And trust me when I tell you, I don't have time to spam you. I don't have any desire to spam you. And so it's 100% safe. It's the safest platform really in the world that you could join, because there is nothing. You can't spend money on Project Help You Grow if you want to. There's no place. There's no shopping cart. There's no donate button. There's no anything. I'm not asking anybody for anything. It's 100% free. I pay for it out of my pocket. Now, I do have one sponsor. My sponsor is Panna Nose, and she's amazing. That's owned by Kelly Robinson. So she does send me some money every month, which is cool, to help offset the cost. But trust me when I tell you, I'm still running at a loss, and I've been running at a loss for 2 years. So for Facebook to not allow me to put the job listings or the blog articles or the podcast listings on their site is ridiculous. and I've appealed to them 50 times, all to no avail. I am not a friend of Facebook because Facebook makes no sense to me. But I do know that some people love it and some people are on it. So I'm trying to reach you on Facebook, even though I'm mad at the platform. Doesn't mean I'm mad at you. I wish Facebook would get its head out of its rear end and fix that for me, right? Project Help You Grow is the whole point of it. Look, if you're not familiar with Project Help You Grow, I don't know how you know me, but I created Project Help You Grow a couple of years ago. The website was actually developed by my friend Michael from Dealers League. He created the website for me. Professional did it. It's a wonderful site. The whole point of the website is to connect job seekers to recruiters and employers. So if you're looking for a job or you have a job to fill, I'm trying to put you together, right? That's the whole point. The blog and the podcasts are just there to share information on best practices. Maybe you're interview or you're applying to a bunch of jobs and you're not getting an interview. Well, you're probably doing something wrong with the ATS. There's a lot of articles and information on Project Help You Grow that will help you with that. The other thing about Project Help You Grow is employers and recruiters can use it 100% for free. So they can list their jobs, they can search for candidates, they can interview, they can hire, all that stuff. It's 100% free. So why anybody would report it, well, I think we did it. And, that person is beyond the pale. Somebody who's scammed a mental patient's person, a mental patient's out of thousands of dollars. And I found out about it. And instead of doing the honorable thing, this guy went on a smear campaign and has told everybody for the last 2 years that I am a cyberbully, when in fact he should look in the mirror. Anyways, a lot of you know who this person is. If I told you, you'd probably be shocked because you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But he's a jerk and he's a liar and he's frankly a con artist. And so be careful who you trust. Not everybody with a smile on their face is actually telling you the truth. But anyways, I think that's the person who did it. He has a personal vendetta against me. He's told tens of thousands of people that I'm a cyberbully, when anybody who knows me for any length of time knows that's not my character. I actually fight for the underdog. I don't kick on the man when they're down. But anyways, Project Help You Grow is not, there's nothing malicious about it. Do your research. I challenge you. Search it out. Test me. I promise you'll like it. But anyways, all that being said, Project Help You Grow is a philanthropy. Got off topic there, sorry. It's a philanthropy. It's free. Use it if you're a job seeker. If you're a recruiter, use it. It's free to you too. You don't have to pay to find candidates. There's lots of candidates that are on there. In fact, there's over 8,000 candidates on the website that are looking for jobs. You can find them. You can do smart filter searches. You can search by like Java engineering or whatever you're looking for. If you're looking for somebody who does BIM, if you're looking for somebody who speaks Spanish, if you're looking for somebody who's in India, or looking for somebody who is maybe, let's say, a chef in the UK, you can search any of those things, and you can search up to 4 different criterion at the same time. So it's pretty cool. That's what it was designed for. It's projecthelpyougrow.com. I will put the website up since I have been talking about it. This is it. It's projecthelpyougrow.com. It is my philanthropy, and it's my baby. We're about to turn 2 officially. I started Project Help You Grow on LinkedIn as a group, but actually before that, it was supposed to be a project. It was supposed to last a week or two, and the idea was to help people who didn't know each other come together and grow their network. That's what Follow Me Friday has morphed from. That's the genesis of Follow Me Friday. But Project Help You Grow was just supposed to last a week or two, and it was supposed to be 100 people who didn't know each other that agreed to connect and basically accelerate your growth. It was a small-minded thought because I was averaging 100 people a year of growth on LinkedIn. So I thought if I could do that in a couple of weeks, that'd be cool. And it was, but it was so successful. The first day I made the post, I grew by 400. So it exceeded my expectations, and that's how it started. The website came from the people as they joined the project were asking me in droves. About 50% of the people were asking me, hey, can you help me find a job? And I thought, no, I'm not in a position to do that. But as I heard it over and over again, I realized that this is something that people needed help with. And if you really want to help people, Ira, you got to help them how they need it. So that was the genesis of Project Help You Grow. And that's why it's free, by the way. It's free because I'm not doing that for money. And the intention was never to get rich or famous. I had no idea at the time. I had 1,500 people on LinkedIn connected to me. I was virtually unknown by everybody unless you really did work with me. So I was not. That wasn't the goal. The goal was just, it's like when you go to the soup kitchen and you feed the homeless. You're not there for any other purpose but philanthropic, right? To help people. And so that's why I created Project Help You Grow. That's why I fund it. Um, I just, I want to help. So, anyways, my other site, Bowman Digital Media, 2 years later, this this came for work, right? This is all for profit. I mean, I'm still trying to help people because everything I do, I try to help people. But I was in the print business as a business sales professional, business to business sales professional for 20 years. I've been in the print business selling things, and I went back to work for a company at the end of 2019 that I had worked for once before in Las Vegas, and my idea, the hope, was to retire with them, to go back to work with them. I like them, they like me. They had a territory that needed help. It was a place where I could afford to live. I have a large family. So I moved my family from the Bay Area down to the LA area to go back to work for that company. And everything was going good. And then COVID-19 hit. And before I knew it, I was told that I was going to be furloughed for 30 days. And not to worry, because, we're bringing you back. We have every intention of bringing you back. But then 30 days later, I was actually laid off. So it's like, great. I just moved my family, 500 miles, and, bought a new house, got settled, promised my family that this was it because I was there with the intention of retiring. And then what happens is I got laid off after the furlough. And I'm still sad that my boss never called me. My boss's boss is the one who called me. And I think that's not right. If you're a boss out there and you have an employee and you have to lay them off, obviously with COVID-19, a lot of people are getting laid off who the company, if given the choice, would probably not lay you off, right? I don't think that it was a vendetta against me or anything to do with my performance. In fact, I'm pretty sure they were happy with my performance. So I don't think it was that. But if you're a boss and you need to lay somebody off, you really should do it yourself. You really should reach out to that person and let them know, like, hey, we're really sorry this happened. Something. Let them know that you're a person. Don't. I got a phone call on a Friday at 12:30 from a guy who I had talked to like 3 times in my life. You know what I mean? Didn't know him. Could have been done a better way. So, anyways, whatever. I'm not too distraught about it now because that weekend, because it happened on a Friday, the last work day of the month, they let me go. With 4 hours notice that I was going to be losing my benefits and everything else at the end of the month, which was the weekend. So it was like, all right, well now what do I do? You know what I mean? Like I have all this experience with graphics and with sales, and I have this network on LinkedIn. Do I want to try to find another job? Do I want to just live on unemployment for a little while? What do I want to do? Right? But if you know me or anything about me, you'll know a couple things. A, I'm the opposite of lazy. I will work, work, work. I am. It's so cliche. Everybody says they're a workaholic. What does that even mean anymore? But I work like crazy. Um, I don't know how to sit on my hands. So, anyways, like I can't just sit here and do nothing. So then the conversation in my mind was like, okay, do I take another job or do I try to start my own thing? I've been doing Bowman coaching, which some of you know, and that's just if you go to irabowman.com, that's my website for my coaching. Ira Bowman, it's my name. No M in that. It's just Ira Bowman. I got that one, which actually kind of surprised me. But irabowman.com is my coaching website. And I've been doing that for a while on the side. I didn't set out to make money with that really either. I was just getting overwhelmed with people who were asking me to help them figure out, how to do social media, LinkedIn specifically, but, the others too. And I didn't have the time. I was working a full-time job for California Survey and Drafting Supply back then up in the Bay Area, and I just didn't have the time to help everybody that was coming in. So I had to figure out a way to, reduce the load for my own sanity. So I started charging money, and that did the trick. Right? A lot of people wanted the help, didn't want to pay for it. They just wanted free help, and I get it. It is what it is. So I'd been, anyways, making a little bit of money doing that for a while. It's like, okay, well, I actually, if I do that full time, I think I can make a pretty good go of this thing. And so that's what I decided to do. I decided to create Bowman Digital Media. So if you're wondering what Bowman Digital Media is, well, I just ask you to go to the website. In fact, I will type it in the comments just in case any of you want to just click on it. So in the comments now is the site. Here it is. So it's bowmandigitalmedia.com. If you go there, you'll see a couple things. I make videos. I make logos. So I have like these a la carte services, things that you can hire me for. But if you go to the menu page, there's a series of pages. If you go to the one that says menu, you can actually see my price list. You can see what I offer and what I charge, which is cool because then there's no guesswork. There's no surprise. So the number one thing that I'm offering folks, the social media management of their company, so that you can source to somebody who actually knows how to do it. And if you wonder what my credentials are, I mean, just look at my business pages on LinkedIn as a good example. ProjectHelpYouGrow.com has 18,900 followers. I'm a one-man band, no staff, no marketing dollars. In 2 years, I went from 0 to almost 19,000 followers. Why does that matter? Again, go to Google, go to Bing, go to wherever you want, type in Project Help You Grow, and see what comes up. No advertising dollars, not a single penny. That's what I offer folks. Say, okay, well, that's Project Help You Grow. It's job-based, and, that's why it's so big. Okay, we'll go to Bowman Coaching. Bowman Coaching, I have over 4,000 followers on a page that's 9 months old. I went from 0 to 4,200 followers in less than 9 months with no money spent. Why does that matter? Again, Google Bowman Coaching and see what comes up. I mean, this is why it's important. You say, what about Bowman Digital Media? Well, look, Bowman Digital Media in the first 60 days broke 1,000 followers on LinkedIn. The company page, not my page, the company page. Those links make a huge difference in your SEO. But also, obviously, it's a branding megaphone, right? You're going to get your message out. You're going to be able to reach an audience more and target the message and get to interact with them as a business. A lot of people say that business pages on LinkedIn don't work. I will tell you, it isn't the business page's problem. It's the person using the business page doesn't know what they're doing. So I allow folks to hire me via Bowman Digital Media to maintain and build your social media presence as the company, not the individual. I'm not a VA for you personally. I don't do that. But I will do it for your business. And I even show you how much I charge, and I show you what you get for it. Because I make graphics, I can make a GIF, I can make a logo, I can do your videos. I include that in the packages so that every month you hire me, and it's just a month-to-month deal now. You don't have to do any long-term contracts. You get more stuff for your toolbox that you can use on Instagram and Facebook and all these different places for your website, right? And anyways, that's what Bowman Digital Media is. That's the story of how I went from, working for, well, I haven't even actually named my previous employer. I think I just let you go view my profile if you want to see who they are. They're the world's largest reprographics firm, but I'm still kind of bitter about the way I was let go. Not because I was let go, but because there was no call from my boss or email from my boss or text from my boss or nothing. No smoke signals or pigeons or anything else either, right? That kind of hurt my feelings, right? Because I was in constant communication with that guy from the moment that I, started the interview process to the moment that I was furloughed. So kind of a bummer that I wasn't, worthy enough to get the phone call after. And maybe there was some, I mean, to be fair, maybe there was some policy from HR saying that you can't call him, which would be a silly policy, but it could be. So I'm not necessarily even mad at him, but the company as a whole, come on, man, you guys got to do better than that. Anyways, on to happier topics. It's Follow Me Friday. Now, if this is your first Follow Me Friday, you're probably like, whoa, this is some heavy stuff. Sorry about that. This has been therapeutic for me, though. But let me tell you about Follow Me Friday, the concept, what it is, how it works, and how it helps you. Because honestly, I don't really need it. Follow Me Friday does not really do much for me personally. Um, I have some other things that I do that work much better. But here's the thing, Follow Me Friday is not about me. It's called Follow Me, but I want you to think about you saying it, and then it's follow you. You understand? So it's from the third person when you say it to everybody, follow me. That's what it's about. The hashtag is follow me, not Follow Me Friday, not Follow Friday, not any other iteration. I mean, there's a million different ways people have butchered the hashtag. The reason why it's important to use the right hashtag is because when people search the hashtag content, you want it to come up with all the other same ones. And the volume is not going to be on your Follow Friday or Follow Me Friday or whatever else people have created. It's follow me. And the reason why I did that was because sometimes it's not Friday anymore. There's different parts of the world where I start this and it's already Saturday, or people will come in late and it could be even Sunday in other parts of the world. And so the point was just to make one that worked for everything. So it's follow me. Now, when I created the hashtag, when I started this thing, there was no LinkedIn Live for me. LinkedIn Live had started. I wasn't one of the original people that was on LinkedIn Live, but I have been on LinkedIn Live for a long time. So it was just a text only post, and it still happens. I do LinkedIn Live in two different posts. I do it for the video, which is called Follow Me Live, Follow Me Space Live. And then I do the text only post after, which is Follow Me Friday. And so in that way, we can get some engagement and I can see the pulse of people. And then after the video, we do the text. Now the text only view every week, week in and week out, exceeds 100,000 views. But what doesn't happen is I don't get 100,000 comments. So people are missing the point to a certain extent, because this is not a newspaper. I don't want you to just come in here. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Okay. I think that this happens to a lot of people each week, right? So people come in, but here's what happens. People come in and they're so used to consuming. You want to consume it. So you read it, you might like it, and then you scroll to the next one. You read and you scroll, you read and you scroll. Don't do that. Here's some coach wisdom for all social media now. When you take the time to read a post, comment. No matter what post it is, comment on it. Here's why. The more you comment, it isn't even about supporting the person who made the post. At this point, it's about helping yourself. But it will help the person who made the comment at the same time if you want to. So that's cool, right? It's win-win. But here's the thing. When you make the post or the comment on the post, now everybody who comes to that post, whether you're on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or wherever you are, they will see you too. And that will increase your profile views. It'll help you naturally or organically increase your own subscriber, follower, connection, whatever they call it. It'll improve your overall group size. It'll help you. The other thing is, when you comment on somebody's post, not only the people who come to the post can see it, sometimes people you don't know will see it in their feed now. And so they may not even come to the post, but now they'll just see you in their feed. And if they start seeing you in their feed more, that can help you too. Okay, so There is a variety of reasons why taking the time to comment is beneficial to the person making the comment. Now, with Follow Me Friday, what we try to get people to do is if you make a comment and somebody comes after you, what I'm hoping they'll do, the way it's supposed to work, is you'll click on everybody who's commented and view their profile and hit the follow button. Don't necessarily send a connection request. You can, but you definitely need to follow them either way. Not everybody that you hit a connection request to is going to accept it. That's the whole reason it's not called connection something. It's called follow me. Follow me, you don't need permission. You can follow somebody, start to engage with them in post comments, and then that can lead to a rapport or a new business relationship that can then not only turn into a connection, a real connection, but also someone that you could end up doing legitimate business with, whether that's as a vendor or as maybe a recruiter, and they help you land a job. Maybe they could be a potential investor in your new company. Maybe it could turn into a mentor, right? Somebody who you respect. Maybe you're just getting into sales and you follow Ira and you start to comment on Ira's posts, and then Ira takes a liking to you and takes you under his wing and starts to help, guide you in the sales world. And that's the world that I'm the best at, that I swim in the best. Okay. So that's kind of how it can work. If you think long game, and most people don't, most people have a 30-second attention span and that's it. So they're only thinking about what's best for them right now. And I will tell you that if you will use social media in a way that's more geared towards the big picture, you're going to have better success every single day, right? Start it today. When you go on social media, you're on social media now because you're watching me, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, you're on social media. When you're there, you've already invested the time to read the post. You are giving away the payoff for you by not commenting. Follow Me Friday is designed not to read it and move on. It's designed to read it, to engage with it, to interact with it. And it's not a one and done. You don't just make a comment and go away and hope that you gain 10 people. Because I'm going to tell you, if you only gain 10 people on Follow Me Friday, you did not win. You lost. I personally know somebody who gained 1,100 followers in 1 week of Follow Me Friday by doing this. They clicked on every single person's profile who commented. They hit the follow button. And a lot of those people follow back. The other thing they did was they made a comment on every single one of those comments. Hey, nice to meet you here. It wasn't rocket science, right? It was just to increase visibility. Now, some of those people started to engage. And now guess what happens? People from their network who weren't even in the Follow Me Friday conversation started to join in. And now you've got these side conversations that happen. They're like little trees that they grow. And the more that happens, the more everybody has a chance to grow. Anyways, 1,100 is the most that I personally know of, one person growing from Follow Me Friday. It wasn't me. It was somebody I know. Okay. But on a regular basis, I have people who grow by 50 and 100. I hear it all the time. I ask people, hey, you're relatively new to Follow Me Friday. I see that you were pretty active in the comments. I'm just curious. Did you track how many people you added? And a lot of people do. And so if you just are watching this and you haven't made your comment yet, here's what I want you to do. Go to your follower count, write it down, and go make a comment and tell people, hey, I want to test Ira's theory. Let's see how many people I can add just from making this comment. Then I want you to make the comment. Now I want you to go do the work I just said. After you make your comment, go view everybody who's already commented, view their profile, hit the follow button, and then comment on their comment and say, hey, I'm here to grow too. Let's follow each other. I just followed you. Let them know. Most people will follow you back. That's the social etiquette anyways in social media. I follow you, you follow me, right? I make these picture cards, whatever you want to call them, for folks all the time and say, follow me, I follow back. I love it. I make them into gifts. It's a lot of fun. I've done it for all my friends. So if you've seen them and you like them, you're welcome. If you don't like them, sorry about that. But it's what I do. I make graphics. So, anyways, that's what Follow Me is about. Follow Me is about meeting new people, or because a lot of people come back week after week because it is a lot of fun. I like it. It doesn't really help me grow anymore, but it's fun. So I personally will respond to every comment in the text only post. I don't do that on the video because I don't have time. It's really weird for me to be going back and forth like that. So, I just decided, I can't keep up with the video comments. But on the text only post, it will. Now, if you do the same thing, if you respond to every single comment that comes in, or at least the first one that comes in from everybody on Follow Me Friday, I promise you, you will grow, but you're also going to have a great time and you're going to make friends, even better friends with the people that you might have already known or been introduced to before. It's like, oh, hey, it's great to see you back here. I have several that I can name just off the top of my head. The only time I see them throughout the week is on Follow Me Friday, but I see them week in and week out. And I look forward to saying hi to them, right? And we become social media friends for whatever that's worth, right? But they're increasing their visibility, and that's cool. It's totally cool, right? Like I am continuing to do Follow Me Friday because I see that it continues to help people build. And I will continue to do it as long as that's true. The minute it stops being true, trust me, I got other things to do. In fact, I'll show you guys something I got coming up, which is kind of cool. So I just have to figure out how to do it here. There we go. So on Wednesday next week, I'm going to be launching a brand new show. This show, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Hang on a second. Bear with me as I do it. But my friend Alon and I are working on this new show, and this is what it is. It's going to be Alon's Blog Club, hosted by Ira Bowman. So Alon and I are going to be on every other Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And we are going to talk about a couple things. We're going to have his blog, which is super cool. Read his blog, though, if you go to his website. In fact, here I'm going to turn it on for you just so y'all can see it, because many of you probably have not heard of this guy before, but that's okay. Alon Zabert, it's just alonzabert.com. He writes a blog. I like it. I read his blog. So I reached out to him and said, hey, let's do this show. It'll be fun. LinkedIn Live. Let's go. And he said, I'm all in. And I said, perfect. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about his blog. He posts one every other week. So that's why this LinkedIn Live show is going to be on Wednesday, every other Wednesday. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about his blog for the week. I'm also going to have another blog author on. So you will hopefully, as the audience, after this thing gets going, read Alon's blog before the show starts. Then we'll talk about that on the show. Obviously, you can ask questions of them, and we can engage about that blog. But we'll have another blog author on that you probably don't know, hopefully, because I want to introduce you to them. And so you'll have a blog to go read after the show. So it's kind of like a before and an after thing. And anyways, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's just something a little bit different. We can talk about, the different things that are in these blogs. We can talk about, networking. We can get to know more people. Because again, that's what this is all about. It is social media. Some people say, LinkedIn's not Facebook and whatever. I've heard it. And I'm glad that LinkedIn's not Facebook. I've already told you how I feel about Facebook. LinkedIn is my favorite platform by a million miles. So I'm all for LinkedIn. I know we all get frustrated sometimes as they're updating their platform, but you know what I do appreciate about LinkedIn? They never shut the thing down. Like a lot of websites shut down for maintenance, and LinkedIn certainly could do that and probably experience a lot less hiccups for the users. But the fact is, they know a lot of us depend on, LinkedIn for our income. I certainly do. 100% of my revenue now, 100% comes from my activities on LinkedIn. So, LinkedIn is vital to my success, and I'm thankful for it. So, anyways, not trying to bash LinkedIn at all. I'm just saying that it's social media, right? It's a professional platform. So you're going to meet people who are looking for a job or own a business, or maybe they're a department manager, whatever they're here, an investor, even the Bitcoin folks. Is there anybody less popular right now on LinkedIn than Bitcoin folks? I mean, it used to be car salesmen once upon a time, or politicians, the least popular people, but now it's the Bitcoin folks. I almost feel bad for them. I wouldn't if they would quit spamming the world, but there's still people trying to make a living, guys. Anyways, I digress. I'm here for social media. I'm here to give you help on introducing you to new people so that you can do better, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. YouTube is the same thing. I have a channel on YouTube. If you search Ira Bowman channel on YouTube, you'll find it. I can post my link here too for YouTube. But like, even YouTube, people don't think YouTube is social media, but it is. You get comments on social media or on YouTube, and I'm thankful for all the different. Hang on a second. I'm going to show this comment. I'm thankful for all the different subscribers that I get on YouTube. I make videos. I actually make videos for a living, right? So I have a new camera even on order. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to get it, and it's gonna be super cool. But it's not in yet. But anyways, as soon as it comes in, I'll probably make a bunch of new videos. But I make videos. I edit them. I do graphics. All that stuff. So for me, YouTube is like an amazing place to be. But I don't make my living because of YouTube, right? YouTube is where I house my videos, and I put them on websites. I use them for social media, the other platforms. But I'm trying to build my my YouTube channel up. So if you are on YouTube, or basically if you have a Google account, Gmail, if you would do me a favor, I would be really appreciative if you would just click on my YouTube link and hit the subscribe button. It will help me out. I'm not sure why I don't have more followers on YouTube. I think I put out really good videos. I get a lot of positive feedback, anyways, from the people that I make them for, or from the audience when I make my own. And so, anyways, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I haven't figured out the secret sauce to YouTube yet. But if you would do me that favor, I would really appreciate it. And I'll do the same for you. If you have a YouTube channel, I follow back. So all you need to do is tell me, like, look, please click here and hit the subscribe button. I'll do it. Not a problem. I don't mind. I'm all about win-win networking. That's why I like Service Professionals Network so much. I joined SPN a couple years ago, and the reason why I love it so much is because it is all about win-win networking. So, by the way, I got off topic again, but put this Wednesday, whatever this Wednesday is, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, or wherever that is, however that correlates to your calendar. Mark that down on your calendar that Ira will be live with Alon Zabert for this new ABC Alon's Blog Club live event. It's going to be on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And anyways, wherever you're catching me now, you can catch me there on Wednesday. And help support us. You can give us feedback. We'd really, really appreciate it. I think it's going to be very interesting. I don't know of any other show that's anything like it. I get a lot of imitators, so I imagine in the next couple of weeks you're going to start to see more of these things pop up, because that's what people do. I do something and then people imitate me, but they say imitation is flattery, so I'm flattered. Whatever. But anyways, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So do that. Find me on YouTube. If you have any questions for me, I'm going to go through the comments right now and see if there's any questions. If you sell Bitcoin, what you really need to do is find this guy, Ron Craig, pants optional. and send him a message that just say hi. That's all you need to do. Ron Craig on LinkedIn. He's easy to find. Cybersecurity guy. He loves it. I love it when I get messages from other platforms. Syed, thank you so much for joining us from YouTube. I hope you're subscribed to my channel there. And if not, if you do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, that'd be super cool. Now. Y'all know Alex. Alex is my friend from Ideal CRM. I actually partnered up with them here this past month. If you're in the construction industry or you sell into the construction industry and you're looking for a CRM that won't break the bank, right? You don't want to spend money on Salesforce, or you want something that works better for you in Salesforce, frankly, then you should check out Ideal CRM. If you just go idealcrm.app. That's the website. Go to my profile on LinkedIn. You can find it right there on my profile. Shoot me a message. If you don't know this, on LinkedIn, I've opened up my network. Anybody can send me a DM. So have at it. It is funny how many people waste that opportunity, though. They'll send me stuff like, hi, or how are you, or where are you from? And it's like, nah, I don't have time for that. But if you send me a legitimate message, I will legitimately respond. I do check my DMs every single day. Alex and I would be happy to discuss Ideal CRM with you if you are selling into the construction industry. What are some of the advantages? Well, here we go. You can build your quote on the fly. So you basically upload a template and then you can build it out. Now, most CRMs will only allow you to build one quote for one company. So one opportunity for one company at a time. Ideal CRM will actually allow you to make multiple. So if you have one bid that's going to be bid on by, let's say, 3 or 5 or 10 of the people, the subs that you're working with, you can actually quote all of them at the exact same time and track them. They're individual opportunities for each one, but you're building it all at once. Super awesome. The other thing is there's a visual dashboard. And on this visual dashboard, if you want to, you can drag and drop to move the opportunities, which are pretty cool. And the best part about all of this, it was designed for folks in the construction business. But the coolest thing of all is there's different ways to pay for it. None of them are going to break the bank. Go to idealcrm.app and you can see the pricing there. But you can also request a demonstration. I'd be happy to personally give you a demonstration. So if you want to spend time with me and it's something that might be of interest to you, that could be a good way that you and I can hang out. So those of us who love Ron Craig, it's kind of like an inside joke. He really doesn't want to talk to Bitcoin people. I should say that just to clear the air for my friend Ron, so he's not totally mad at me. Go to Wiser and buy stuff. Tell him Ron sent you. That'll help. Wiser. It keeps safe too, by the way. So Ron Craig is in the cybersecurity business. Super awesome guy from Canada. We won't hold that up against him. And anyways, he's in the cybersecurity business. He actually helps a lot of people for free, 100% for free. A lot of people to protect your kids, to make sure that the bad guys aren't getting you. This is a guy that I call my friend. He's been my friend. He's one of the few people. I think I have 5 references on my homepage, Bowman Digital Media. He's one of them that I handpicked to say, okay, I would like you to represent me on my website. Now I have others that are in my testimonials. I have more. All of them are my friends, but it tells you how I feel about Ron that he's on my homepage. So anyways, there you go. Sabrina. Now Sabrina was very briefly, I had an internship program at Project Help You Grow. I actually had to disband it because of my layoff and then the starting up of Bowman Digital Media. I just didn't have the time to commit to them what I promised them, so I had to disband it. But she was one of the few people. I had hundreds of people apply for the opportunity, and she was one of them that I picked, one of 3 that I picked. So Sabrina is super sharp. This is a lady who is running a VA business, I believe. I have to get her to confirm that, but she's available for VA, but she's also entrepreneurial minded. She wants to come up the ranks in the music industry. So, if you're looking for VA work and you're in the music industry, I want you to reach out to Sabrina Smith, and you can tell her I sent you. That's cool. Anyways, she's sharp. She's up and comer. She's in her 20s, I believe. Don't know that for a fact, but I think she's in her 20s. Anyways, from the South, and I believe she's in Florida. Again, I don't know. Don't trust my memory, but she's down there somewhere, and she's super smart. She asked a great question here. She said, "Any advice to someone wanting to start a blog?" Yeah, it's super simple. Write one. Write a story. What you want to do is the hardest part, of course, is figuring out what you want to write about, what topic you want to write about it, but then how to share it and stuff is super simple. With LinkedIn, you can actually just start publishing on your own profile. I typically will publish, and they call them articles on LinkedIn. I publish an article usually about once a month. That's my typical output rate. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less. The last one I believe I wrote was on keyword ninjas, but I'd have to check my own profile. If you don't know how to find articles for somebody on LinkedIn, what you do is, if you go to Ira Bowman, click on my profile, and then you go to activity, there's a couple different things in there. There's posts and stuff, but one of them is articles. You can see, I think I've written 26 or 27 of them in there. The very first blog that I published, I believe, was on Blogger. You can do that for free. So if you're looking for a place to house your blogs, you don't want a website, you're not, you know what I mean? If they're not appropriate for LinkedIn, you can go to Blogger and do that. There's a couple different ways, but really the number one thing I would say for somebody who wants to get started is to just write it, because the hardest part is the content. How to house it and stuff, Sabrina, you can reach out to me. We can talk about this privately. I'll guide you on that, no problem. But for most of you, write the blog, go to Blogger, post it on LinkedIn, find a website. You can even create a business page on Facebook or any social media place, really, and publish it that way too. So that's the nice thing about the whole World Wide Web. Housing it is not the hardest part. Now, if you want to take this to the next level and get your own website, please don't go buy Wix or GoDaddy or Weebly or any of these other websites, these hosting sites that are super cheap. And here's why. If you're trying to take it to the next level, you want your website to rank. You want to be able to get a domain authority, and you want to be able to get page ranks. You will never do that with a Wix account or a GoDaddy account. Okay, so come to me. Let me help you out. I'll create a website for you that will actually rank. And then, your hard work will actually be seen by more than 3 people, because that's what will happen if you don't. And the folks at GoDaddy and Wix probably don't like me right now, but it's the truth. I mean, their sites don't rank, so it is what it is. This is my cohort, Damon. Damon and I work together on Exit Your Way. If you don't know Exit Your Way was founded by Andrew Cross and Damon Stulka. And I probably didn't say that right, but I'm getting better at it. Anyways, these gentlemen created this company called Exit Your Way, and it's really designed to help business owners who are looking to sell to get more from the sale. There's a process that we go through to help them increase the value of the business and walk away with more. Exit your way, more money, right? But beyond selling businesses, we have a whole host of processes that we help companies with, about 30 in total, that can be purchased a la carte as well. So let's say you're 27 and you're running your business, but your sales are in the tank. Like, I have a great product, my logo's cool, I have a great distribution channel, it's an interesting, relevant product or service, but I'm not getting the sales that I need. Well, sales acceleration is one of the things that we offer. So here's some advice for you, Sabrina, on starting a blog. Yeah, and it's pretty much what I just said, right? Start writing. So what did Ron say? Ron said, "Be original, be yourself," like everybody say today. That actually, you don't need to be original or yourself to have a successful blog. In fact, a lot of times, if you're saying what people already believe and already agree with, you actually will build your followers faster. So if you want to be an original like me, it can certainly help. but you don't have to be successful. In fact, there's a lot of people that do what I do. They clone what I'm doing, imitate, and it works pretty well for them. I could actually point to some of them and show you. They're like Ira Light. No offense, but you don't have to be original. You can copy Coke and make Pepsi and do pretty good. Just an example, right? But oh, you're talking about exit your way. Yeah. Actually, I really enjoyed having that conversation with you. You guys didn't respond to my funny comments, but that's okay. I was making them anyways. Ron got started in his line of work by developing video games, and they were talking about that yesterday on Exit Your Way. But anyways, Exit Your Way. If you need help with accounting, or you need help with upper management training, or you need help, in improving your sales, or whatever you might need, but you're not looking to sell your business, you just want to fix that issue or issues, that's something that we can help you with, even if you don't want to sell your business. The number one thing that people will come to us for is either fixing sales or for certified valuations of their business. There's a whole host of reasons why people want to know what their business is actually worth, not in their opinion, but what's a certified valuation of your business. Could be, you're looking to bring on a partner, you're getting a divorce. And there's a whole host of reasons. You might be going to an employee stock option program, ESOP, as they call it. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of reasons. So Exit Your Way does a lot more than just help you sell your business. So if you're running a business and you need some help, we're actually a great place to start. Come to us, because if we don't do it, we certainly know where you can get it, and you don't have to kind of discover it yourself. You can come through us, and what's cool is we're going to give you vetted partners. You're not going to come to us and get a referral to somebody who we haven't already looked into to verify that they're good. So there's a trust factor that comes into play there, as opposed to just doing a Google search or whatever and you don't know if they're good or not. Maybe they rank high, but they're not ethical or whatever. If you come to Exit Your Way, we can help you kind of with that too. So if you're wanting to learn more about Exit Your Way, go to exityourway.us. That's the website address. It's not .com, it's .us. So it's exityourway.us. You can find us. We do something pretty cool on Thursdays. We have a roundtable every week. It's a business roundtable every week, and it's free. You can come. You can network with people before and after, but there's a presentation every week that lasts an hour or so. Sometimes we go a little bit over. We did this week, but it was really cool. This week we were talking about narrowing down the persona of your target customer so that you could be prepared with, your marketing materials and getting everything set up to be successful by identifying, like a deep dive into what is the persona of your customer, the perfect persona of your customer, right? Your avatar, if you will. It was really interesting. So, stuff like that. We've had stress relief tips with Professor Pete. We had a veterans panel on. We had this guy, Mike O'Connor, and myself talking about social media. I don't know if any of us know what we're talking about there, but but we've had all kinds of different topics in the roundtable, and it's neat. It happens every week. Again, it's on a platform called Remo, and I love that platform because most of these events that you go to, you really only get to see the speaker panel, and you don't get to interact with the folks that are in the audience because you can't keep up with the comments. They go by so fast, and you don't get to see them face to face. But with Remo, it's not that way. You actually sit at a table with up to 5 others, so there's 6 total that can be at a table, and there's like 30 tables. So you can go from table to table until you find the conversation that you're interested in, and then participate. And every week I've got to meet at least one new person. This week I met a lady by the name of Mary Smith. She's a jewelry designer on the other side of the country. Would have never met her. She's in Upper New York. Would have never met her if it wasn't for that table, because we don't know each other on LinkedIn. She's in an industry completely different than what I'm in. And anyways, it was a neat conversation. I'm gonna read this comment real quick. Mr. Ira, please see if our strategy is right or not. As branding tech startup, We're helping companies to bring the video article first page of Google for beta trial. We're planning to offer services without prepayment. Oh, I hate it when I get a commercial on my thing. I know that guy too. That's a shame that he did that. Sorry, guys. Not trying to spam you. I promise. This is more my speed. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm on the last day of my vacation. I've been up in the Bay Area all week and getting ready to come back to my house in SoCal tomorrow. So excited about that. To be back in my little podcast studio with my green screen and my fancy microphone and all that stuff. I miss my 40-inch screen. In full disclosure, I usually use three monitors, and I brought the two smaller ones, the traditional size ones I brought. But I didn't bring the big one. And I miss it. I'm already used to it. So don't feel bad for me, but this is not my normal setup. And if my sound quality is bad today, I apologize. I don't have the boom mic. So that's throwing me off a little bit too. I hope you're doing good. How are you today? I get this request a lot from people. I wonder if you have time to talk over Skype or Zoom. I do, if you could tell me what it's about and it's something that's relevant to me. I get asked by probably 100 people a day, can you spend 15 minutes with me on the phone? And I completely understand why people think, hey, I'm just asking him for 15 minutes. And when I turn him down, they're like, well, he's a pompous jerk. No, it's not that at all. It's just that, I have things to do. And the 15 minutes for you times 100, the other 100 people that are asking me for the same favor, I can't do it. There's not enough time in the day. So I have to be selective with the ones that I agree to. But if you send me a proposed agenda of why you want to talk to me, then you have a much better chance of me agreeing, and I will make myself available to you. I have a professional Zoom account, so I can, have you and however many people that might need to be involved in the conversation on for as long as we want. That's not a problem. It's not about the technology or the access to IRA. What it really is about, is a win-win opportunity. When people come to me for advice all the time, every minute of the day, frankly, I'm getting some type of a request from somebody to do something. And I have to be kind of selective just because of the sheer volume. And as you grow, you'll get more of that. You'll understand. I've had people chew me out when they were at 500 or 1,000 people, and then they get to 10,000. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how much more volume you get. And I'm like, yeah, just imagine what happens when you start to break 100,000, and that's just on one platform. I've got 3 websites and social media everywhere. You know what I mean? So I've got things to do, and plus I have, of course, my wife and my 8 kids too. So there's always those things that I've got to spend some time with my wife and my family. I actually took last night off, which was rare because I mean, just full disclosure, I work most days. I work 7 days a week. I don't take days off. I take chunks of days off, and I took last night off. I felt a little bit guilty about it. And we ended up watching the world's dumbest movie. It's called Bait. If you've ever seen that, I'm sorry for you. It's probably just you and me, the only 2 people who've ever watched it. But it was awful. But it was still good to just have some elbow time with my in-laws and my kids and my wife. And so we laughed at how dumb the movie is, basically. It's nice to see you, Alex, my friend. I'm sure that you and I will be talking later, getting caught up on all things Ideal CRM app. Again, that's a construction industry CRM. Now, I had somebody who goes, hey, I'm not in the construction industry, but I am looking for something cheaper than Salesforce. Do you have a recommendation? I said, you should still check out Ideal CRM app. Just because you're not selling into the construction industry doesn't mean it won't be killer for you. It may or may not be the perfect one for you. I don't know, but you should still check it out because it will work no matter what industry you're in. It's just it was specifically created to help those people working in a bid environment where one company can be bidding on multiple vendors for the exact same project. So the bids are the same, just the company contact information obviously is different. And maybe the discount levels are different, but it's easy to adjust. Anyways, you can do all that on the fly in this Ideal CRM app. So that's what it was created for. I love the drag and drop on the opportunities. Never seen anything like that before. Because I'm a Salesforce expert. I've trained companies how to use Salesforce. I do custom reports all day long. I know Salesforce better than most people do. And anyways, ideal CRM app when I saw it. Because at first, I'm going to be completely transparent. When I first heard about it from Alex, I was like, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I didn't take the time to look at it. I just heard about it. I'm like, but when I looked at it, I was like, okay, we got something here. I can do something with this. So I think you should take a look at it. If you trust me, take a look, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. It'll help you create more quotes faster. It'll help you keep organized better. It will help you. It will prevent you from letting opportunities slip through the cracks, and it'll do all that for less money, significantly less money than what you're paying if you're using Salesforce. If you don't have any CRM at all because you can't afford Salesforce, this is something that you might be able to afford. They have a couple different ways that you can do it. You can pay by the number of opportunities per month. You can pay by the number of users. You figure out what works best for you. But certainly, I think you should check it out. I wouldn't put my name to anything I didn't believe in. I promise you that. So nice. This is somebody who's seen me work behind the scenes, so she knows. Thank you so much for that, Sabrina. I appreciate that. I think everybody should take days off. There's no doubt about it. You know, I'm not about wishes, but I am about dreams. And so here's my philosophy. What do you want to happen? What do you really want in life? If you want something, then make a plan. Start at the 30,000 foot view. Work your way, to the 10-year, to the 5-year, to the 3-year, to the 1 year, break it down. Build yourself a plan and then work the plan. That's how I do things. I'm very much into systematic planning. That's why I like the block scheduling. I've talked about block scheduling a lot. How I run my days, how I run my life are in a series of blocks. That's why when, it's lunchtime and my wife doesn't make my lunch, I get a little grumpy. I'm like, didn't you know that was the lunch block? Now it's, this meeting block. So it's like, oh, everything for me is about a block. I'm kind of boring that way. So anyways, I have gone a little long today. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And again, I'm just going to switch this over real quick. If you missed it, my next show is going to be on Wednesday on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn with my guest. Well, he's not really my guest. He's the star of the show. I've created a new show to star Alon Zybert. I really like him. I really appreciate what he offers the world, and so I wanted to share with you guys this amazing talent. He writes a blog he puts a new one out every 2 weeks. So we're going to do the show on Wednesdays every other week. This Wednesday, we're going to talk about his latest blog. So if you go to his website right now, let me pull that up again so you guys can go there. So go to alonzybert.com, go to his blog. It's there right now. We're going to talk about his blog from this past week on the show. Next week we're going to talk about it. Then the following week he's going to put out another blog, and then the week after that we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So every week you'll have 1 week to jump on his website sometime before the show, read it, and then come every other Wednesday. The show will air. It will be live, whatever time this correlates for you, wherever you are. But it's going to be 1 p.m. Pacific time because I'm in California. It's going to be 4 p.m. on the East Coast because that's the way it works. Wherever you are, like if you're in London, it's going to be like at 9 o'clock, or I think that's right. The time change throws me off. Anyways, like in Australia, I think it's going to be 11 a.m. on Thursday. I've got that right? I think that's right. And for you guys in India, I'm sorry, it's going to be really early in the morning. It's going to be like 1 or 12:30 midnight, something like that. It's going to be early, but sorry. But what's cool about all of these LinkedIn Lives, if you don't know, LinkedIn Lives, after the live broadcast is over, if you missed it, you can still go and watch the video. Now, if you comment, don't get mad if I don't respond or show you your comment because I'm not there anymore. You know what I mean? The show is over, but you can still watch it and participate that way. So anyways, that's coming. That'll be my next show. A lot of you guys always ask me, Ira, when is the next show so we can mark it on our calendars? Well, there you go. It's going to be Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. It's called Alon's Blog Club, hosted by Ira Bowman. Alon's Ira Bowman will be there. We're going to have a guest blog author with us, even for the initial show. And so I need to find a blog author who wants to join the show. So I'll tell you what, as a reward, if you've watched me this whole time and you have a blog, reach out to me, send me a DM, put the comment in so I know that you saw it here. But put the comment in, and then I'll reach out to you and see if you want to maybe join us. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Alon Zyber is an amazing guy. I mean, super smart. He's from Israel. He's like 6'5". I don't know what it is with all the people I really like on LinkedIn. They're like, these trees. And I'm, in full disclosure, I'm 5'8" with my boots on. So, I'm not tall. When I lack in height, I make up in my size of my mouth. It's actually funny. So here's a funny anecdote. We'll end on this. We're at the dinner table last night, and my wife was talking about how small our mouths are. I think, what are you talking about? I have a big mouth. And she goes, well, that's true, but not really, because your teeth are crowded. And that's what we were on dentistry stuff. And anyways, but here you go, folks. I don't have a big mouth, according to my wife. So you can take that to the bank. My name is Ira Bowman. This has been Follow Me Live. Now, Follow Me Friday is about to begin. The text post on LinkedIn. What you got to do is you got to get to the post. You got to make a comment. Do it as fast as you can, because here's the trick. The earlier you get in, the more people are going to see you. I promise you that 100,000 or more people will see this post in the next 48 hours. It likely will break 100,000 today. It usually breaks 100,000 on the first day, but it always breaks 100,000 by the end of the weekend. Okay. So if you get in early, you'll get seen by more people. But also, if they do what I tell them to do, they're going to click on you and hit the follow button more, right? Every person who comes in and makes a comment, what you're supposed to do is then go and see the profile of everybody else who's already commented and hit the follow button. And then leave a comment on that comment saying, hey, I just followed you. Let's grow together. That's how it works, people. So get in early so that you can grow the most. Now, again, the homework assignment, I'm even going to write this in the post. I want you to write down how many followers you have when the event starts. And then at the end of the event, I want you to come back and tell me, now I have however many you have for a grand total addition of whatever the number is, right? So let's say you start with 1,500, you end with 1,650, then for the weekend you grew by 150. I want you to come and tell me that. I think that would be an amazing, fun way to spend Follow Me Friday. Let's see how many connections, how many followers we can build each other up by. Someone asked me once, they said, how many followers do you think that you've helped generate over the course of Follow Me Friday? And I said, you know what? I'll bet you it's over 1 million. Because it's not just me, like I said. It's all of you guys. If you add 100 each and there's 100,000 people doing it, that's 10 million. See what I mean? So anyways, let's see how many we can make. It'll be fun. Hashtag follow me, and then a space, and then Friday is the right way to write this thing, okay? You can search the content. You can go back to previous weeks and still jump in those too, right? I've just told you every one of those has been seen by over 100,000 people. There's a lot of people swimming in these pools that you can make friends with, get to know a little bit better, and then if you do it right, become business partners down the road in a bunch of different capacities, right? If it's a win-win. But think big picture. Don't think, small. Don't just think in the moment. Think about what's going to happen out of this, and not just today or tomorrow, but down the road. People I've been talking with on this post, like Sabrina, Damon, Ron Craig, Joseph Stepke, people that I've brought in, Alex, I've known these folks for a while now. We've engaged for a while. And because we've engaged for a while, when I see their comments, I pull them in. That's how it works. See, Follow Me Friday, I met most of my best friends on LinkedIn, I've met through Follow Me Friday. And that's a fact. My name's Ira Bowman. If you want to grow, be like me, participate. It's coming. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great day.